Hey everybody, it's the Last Robokai here, and it's time for more Fate Samurai Remnant, and now we're actually finally taking the fight to Tsuchimikado Yasuhiro and his absolute legion of goons, his army of rogue servants and regular servants that he has taken control of, directly sitting in a bastion temple at the heart of Tokugawa's power. So it's not going to be an easy one, and he's not going to make it easy for us. And joining me on this adventure is, as always, Cool Guy.
Yo yo.
We need to stop this guy.
Looking forward to something coming to a head. Like it's starting to get annoying that you've basically only got Kirke as a supporter. She's great. Don't get me wrong, but like it's always such a joy to watch Rogue Berserker just completely lose his mind on some nerd. So like,
well, you're going to be getting all the Rogue Berserker you could ever want in this episode. So let's get stuck straight in. Yep, and so it's time to hit that ley line.
Jay.
It's like, can I go in my house? It's like, no, you can't go in your house. It's time to fight.
Going in your house means you're sleeping. We're not doing any of that until Ueno.
And obviously, we have no access to Arya this time. So we have to run at that shit headlong and break it. Yeah, so we don't have access to Kirke because something's just going wrong with the ley line just now.
Oh, good. I would bitch about that, but that actually was pretty well foreshadowed. Like we did that entire diversion last time about people fucking with her ley line, and she was mad about it.
バビロニアの他でも手に入るものだ。
I do like the idea of Boss making jawbreakers and the local equivalent of Ed, and Eddie, basically living at his shop.
Oh dear, I could imagine that, and it's the crossover I didn't want. And I'll never want it
Because you know damn well that Ed would come up with some dumbass idea for a scam, and he'd tell Boss, and Boss would encourage him just because he thought the impending explosion would be hilarious.
Yeah, and so here's this stage's gimmick.
Uh-huh.
As we move, the ley line is going a bit funky.
Well, that's just rude, is what that is.
And I just want to finish your thought by saying all I could imagine was just Gilgamesh as Rolf going, Babylon has many gates, Ed boys.
And then in the one time that that they tried to mess with the one time that they actually tried to mess with Boss, it would more or less be when Rolf gets pissed off, rolls up his sleeves, and says, "You shall not mess with the son of a shepherd," and just destroys everybody's souls.
Alright, let's hold the enemy in place and get like 2 free moves on ourselves. Just so that we can sort of take advantage of trying to capture as much as we can.
Yeah. Great. And then Saber's going to
Snooch up that other stuff.
to finish over there. Rude. All right. Well, it's damn decent of it to take the new ley line strands into account when it does that.
上のより南の方から漂ってきておるが動く気配はないな敵か罠か
術かなんとも見通せぬ
I mean, that of course means you have to rub your face on it.
Oh, absolutely. That's the rule. Well, the enemies can start moving again, but that's okay. Saber's in position. Looks like we're gonna go headbutt these guys. Am I gonna pin him in place? No, I'm just gonna be like, no, you guys can't move again. I was like, shut up.
You've, like, since you have such a low cap on Mystic Codes, there's no reason to save them, which I kind of appreciate, really. Alright, later, shitlords.
敵か。油断せず行こう。
Oh, rude.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to tell Saber to maybe head over there and beat that guy up, since he's going to be a problem. And I'll have to speed myself up to try and go and take the other thing.
Ain't no reason not to.
Yeah, this is
Like-
this is definitely. I have all these mystic codes. I've got to use them because
Smoke them if you got them, man. Smoke them if you got them. Oh, hey. What's up, Kirke?
貴殿だったか、はぐれのキャスター。何故ここに？
君たちが困っていると思ってね。この私自ら助けに来てやったのさ。
Unusually thoughtful. What's the catch?
妙で苦労している。心当たりがあると。
ああ、この一帯に大掛かりな魔術が仕掛けられている。人の認識を歪めるものだ。存在しない霊地、霊脈の幻を見せるような。
ああ、なるほど。幻術、下術の類か。
ここへ来るまで私が誰かわからなかったろ。そういうことさ。だが安心してくれたまえよ。この大魔女にかかればこの程度。
And there we go.
Aha! Now we're not gonna be messing with these nonsense things anymore. All right, cool.
感心しておる場合かより。我らの霊知力、細々とした霊脈に頼りきりじゃぞ。
We're in a precarious position.
さて、悪いけど力を貸してやれるのは
It's like that's all I can do for her. It's like, okay, I think you just made Yasuhiro shit himself because I don't think he imagined anyone could just do what you just did.
Yeah, but Iori saying you've done more than enough is an understatement. Like that was a giant help.
Yeah, he's like, oh fuck, send everything.
肝心の術は破ったんだ。
So much for stealth.
焼け石に水だと教えてやろう。
ああ、一気に突破するぞ、より。
Neat gimmick, though.
And sadly, we don't actually have the opening we thought we did.
頼む、セイバー。
あ、
Yeah, we gotta split up again. And if I'm remembering correctly, I'm gonna Earth Arts my way back
Yeah, I
home.
was gonna say, this seems like a job for Earth Arts. The absolute last thing you want is for those dorks to get on that one little thread you were hanging on to.
破れる結界があるようじゃ。
And now we've got, like, way more of a secure position.
Yeah, that one motion was a giant help.
And although, like, you know, going in by ourselves would normally be pretty scary, we now have Void Stance, so it's a lot less scary.
Kirke's also around, so
Yeah,
you'll
I've got her as
you'll
backup
be
behind me
able to switch out for her if things get really bad.
受けてみろ。
Big fan of those other dudes in the background just being like, yeah, I ain't getting near that.
now. Yeah, just waiting their turn. Awfully polite of them.
It would have been one thing to wait your turn. It would have been another thing to realize how, like, you're not getting paid enough for this shit.
You're getting paid?
I mean, yeah, these guys clearly are not. They're going all glowy red eyes and crap. Like,
Man, I just got mind controlled.
maybe you should have just been better.
キャスター。
はいはいこりゃ
Kirke, pick
Okay.
this man.
She was so happy to do that. Hi, hi! Then there's a pig.
I'm pretty sure that guy actually used his shorter katana in that attack as a follow-up.
Okay then.
Of course, Yasuhiro is going to send out the fun police, but that's okay because we have the anti-fun police. we have the party police. We just need to send Kirke out any second now. Assuming I'm going to.
I was gonna say, like, it feels like you're just dragging this out. All right, there we go. I do appreciate how much love went into Kirke's animations to show how much fun she is having full time. Like, her personality of just really loving this shit comes through very, very strongly whenever she moves.
She really does appreciate an opportunity to show off how fucking strong she is.
Yeah.
Speaking of strong.
Yeah, this is substantially less scary than fighting things with Iori, simply because, like, I can't help but notice that simply with the various light and strong attacks you have with Saber, Saber's got way fewer openings in basic combos and so forth. Like Iori you got whacked with Iori a fistful of times during that last fight, just because, okay, you completed a combo and now you've got this huge cooldown. When Saber completes a combo just as frequently, she's in the air. Good luck.
Yep. Good luck catching that one.
Yeah, have fun with that, dick.
So long, Idort.
敵は撤退したようだ。うまく断ち切ったな。
I'm a little surprised that those. Okay, I was like, why didn't those other two auto capture?
Yeah, no, it's gotta be like, gotta be surrounded by other like capture points.
So it's not quite on Go rules where you're going to capture giant swaths of territory all at once.
I got the timing on that one pretty nice.
The timing on that was perfect. Just like waiting for the new idiots to show up, and then right like the nanosecond they appear, here's Kirke with a frickin' pig, and the fox spirits are just like, what? Why aren't you taking us seriously? So like because she's having way too much fun. All right, like look at that face and tell me you could say no to that. You can't. Shut up.
It's best you don't say no to that.
Rather, yeah, if you do say no to that, you will regret it. Okay, if you say so, Izuna. Just bopping the damn thing on the head.
And it's just not used to having legs, so it falls over.
I do like that idea. Like you give one of these things legs, and strictly speaking, it should be easier to do things, but it just has no bloody idea what to do with it.
It's like it floats everywhere. What are you doing to it? I don't know
Wait,
understand
what?
how any of this goes.
Oh, bogus.
I always have trouble with these guys. Anyway, they're done.
Good night, sleep tight.
また一つ強くなれたか。2点の道。 未だ半ば
There we go.
おお、残らず抑えたか。この地の魔力は全て我らのものだな。
Alright. Now through the middle. I mean, yeah, but...
Just rejoins anyway.
Okay, yeah.
なんとも異様な雰囲気じゃな。
Whole spirit teleport thing comes in handy again to make programming easier. Oh, that's just...
ないな。勘抜きがかかっているのか。
Oh yeah, I should probably take a moment to slightly spoil what's coming ahead, but I turn to the audience. Arachnophobia warning: if you do not like spiders or very large spider-like creatures, please do not watch this episode. I should have mentioned that at the start.
ここは他の道を探そう。より。
Because we're getting a
That
new
is-
enemy type.
Quite a sigil.
Yeah. Oh, he's locked the gates pretty tight.
It's a pentagram with an inverse pentagram inside of it. That is just 5 flavors of fucked up. It's like a monopole magnet. It shouldn't exist.
船か。ふむ。この船で池の向こう側まで渡ってみるか。
おお、渡りに船とはこのことじゃのう。
I'm suspicious of luck.
ん？ダメじゃより。この船、竿がないぞ。ぬか喜びで。
Is this where we insult Saber by saying, hey, you know, just channel the water around? Oh, okay. I guess Saber won't get insulted.
その顔、何か策があるようじゃな。
さあ、乗った乗った。あちら側まで。
That's the look of someone who's about to do something very silly.
I'm kind of amazed that this isn't a chance to show off rather than a massive imposition, but I'm here for it. It solves problems.
Just remember who you're dealing with.
All right, sure.
So we learn the
Shipwreck.
ability Shipwreck.
Okay, that's super cool looking. I love the way that looks. Just go back to back, fire on one side, water on the other, and you're just bulldozing through everything. That is the coolest thing.
そうだろうとも。そうだな。またいつでも飛ばしてやろう。
なかなかだった。だが。
It's
Fairly
It
conspicuous.
just sees the world's first speedboat. What the fuck?
池を渡ると予見したか。
Honestly, these people have seen just magical water fall from the sky to put out fires. I feel like they can deal with the speedboat.
That's one of the big problems with the water feature is that it's like you can't really put up like a big enough thing over the entire lake to stop people from going across it. So, you know, unfortunately, he's not able to seal up the back door, so to speak.
He could have sunk the boats. Like, I feel like that was a rather major misstep on Tsuchimikado's part. But you know, whatever.
I suppose it's a question of how much he wants to reveal, like, because like they might not be his boats to sink. It's like that might cause unwanted attention if you just go around, like hiding the oars for a little bit. I could totally see.
Just going around to the peasantry and just dropping massive boulders in the bottom of their boats. He's really concerned about the HOA coming after him afterward. Even in the Edo period, there are homebody Karens.
Oh man, you've seen Japanese fishermen. They got arms. They can
They
throw
do.
hands.
They will fuck you up. Whee! Oh, that looks like so much fun.
They're just bowling with fox spirits.
Honestly, like it was even better that the fox spirits just flopped around like fish blasted out of the lake. How'd you think that was gonna work out for you, dumbass?
I always love dodging into those guys.
残念だったな。合図をくれ、より。
とびきりのまじない。
Well,
I need your best spells, Kirke. You can't handle my best spells. My best spells would kill you.
I do love the idea of Kirke as the potions as the potion seller.
She's the Kikion seller.
That is exactly the sort of vibe you get from her.
My strongest potion is Kikion. It's also my weakest potion.
It's actually my only potion.
Just varying degrees of barley wine and also things that turn you into pigs.
楽に進めるといいじゃんが。
I'm gonna be real. Every time Kirke takes the field, like I start thinking actually of the convicts theme from Dead Rising 1, Gone Guru. That's where the well I started with came from. It's just
she
like
drops the hammer.
You think everything is fine, and then Kirke shows up, and everything is no longer fine.
Okay, so they do have the rearward door sealed up nicely.
これではいつまで経っても寛永寺へ。
また会ったわね、宮本伊織。
Oh, that sounds like who's your face? Yeah, Koyat.
遠回りまでして。
あの門がなかなかに厄介なのだ。砕いて通るわけにもいかん。
でしょうね。魔術師の本拠だもの。強固な工房として形作られているでしょう。一種の砦とでも思いなさい。
You're gonna sit there and lecture, or are you gonna actually do something about this?
忠告痛み入る。ドロテア殿、アサシンは未だ。
Oh, please answer that question.
未だに私のアサシンは奪われたまま。
She didn't really answer that
彼の
question.
魔力をたどっていたのだけど、どうやらあなたと私の目的地は同じようね。
ならばどうだろう。再び力を合わせるというのは。
いおり、いいのか。確か前は似たような流れで結構働かされたような。
That wasn't that bad.
あら。
Yeah, I'd bitch about Saber saying this right in front of Dorothea, but also Dorothea deserves to hear how little people trust her.
期待なさいな。この程度の攻防、ドロテア・コイエットの前には無意味であると教えてあげる。まあ、こんなものよね。
おお、娘よ、なかなかやりよる。では先に進むかの？
待って、門の向こうにも敵の気配がある。ここは私の魔術で一掃して。
So what I'm hearing is that Dorothea didn't hear your content warning here a moment ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
私が出るまでもなかったわ。ああ、やっぱり足が8本、目もたくさん。あれはあなたたちだけで片付けなさい。いいこと？
雲は苦手なのか。
Got it in one there, dude.
何よ、私を見ていないであれをどうにかなさい。
God, that voice actress is earning her keep in there.
These ones are particularly gross-looking giant spiders with their very beady eyes.
Yeah, no, like those are. I'm not arachnophobic, but those are particularly disgusting.
And let me tell you something. There are 3 tiers of spider enemy in this game, and the other ones don't look any better. They in fact look way worse. And the other ones are actually based on some designs that have appeared in Fate Grand Order. These giant spiders, however, I do not believe have appeared in Fate Grand Order. I believe we're about to come up on my nemesis. There he is.
Oh, I recognize your ass.
We've often discussed the thing that I hate the most in Japanese folklore because it always beats me up and causes me problems.
私たちには気づいていないようね。少し待ちなさい。今術式を。
Better be a hell of a spell. Like, that one, that's the wrong one.
見ていろよりドロテア。
Oh god.
行っちゃった。あなた、サーバントの手綱を握れていないの？
Do you?
というより空を舞う白鳥だ。手綱は似合うまい。
Very appropriate turn of phrase considering Saber's legend.
Also, particularly funny considering Dorothea's word choice in Japanese there. When she was addressing Iori, she referred to him as anata, which is that's the pronoun for you, but the second person pronoun. But generally speaking, you try to avoid using that word because it is accusatory. It makes you seem very direct and impolite. So that was an incredibly impolite question she asked, and Iori just sort of brushed her off with poetry. He definitely came away looking like a cooler person there.
Yeah. So, like, it's sort of an interesting kind of thing, though, because typically the depiction of the Nue is that it has the body of a tiger, the face of a monkey, and a snake's tail. Which, again, we've seen the Fiend already, and it's kind of more like that kind of a character. So they've made the Nue into something a little bit more sort of. It still has aspects of the design, but it's also at the same time really its own sort of horrible beast.
Yeah, it's more. It has more of its human influence in this iteration than its bestial influence, which I've always found way more unsettling than chimeric constructions. The way a lot of yokai manifest.
Probably the interesting thing is it does still contain those aspects because
Oh, yeah.
you look at the way its sort of hair spilled over its body kind of was reminiscent of tiger stripes.
Yep.
And it obviously it still has like a little whip-like tail, and it spits out poison from its body or venom from its body. It's kind of weird. It can shed blood. It can like explode blood from itself, but also it was like expelling like poison at the same time as well, and kind of like weirdly like from its armpits and from its chest and things like that. It's kind of very monkey-like behavior and a bit of a monkey-like physique, and it, you know, it would like do like big backward kicks like a horse and things like that. So, you know, well, it's still technically a new way, and it is still quite a handful.
よく食うから懐は冷えるぞ。
何それ？ジパングのジョーク？
No, that's not a specific Japanese joke. That's specific commentary on Saber.
Yep.
And that one also, like, Iori didn't use anata there, but it would have been especially funny if he did, because he would have been using the accusatory case on specifically Dorothea Coyette's wallet, which is substantially bigger than the impersonal you that he used there.
It's like this thing's eating me out of house and home. You don't want it. Your riches cannot fight it.
Doesn't matter how rich you think you are.
The black hole will devour it. Dorothy does help us out too with spells. Like she's pretty, she's pretty handy to have around. Obviously in the regular game flow, we're not going to be getting a fight with her where she's like alongside Assassin, because obviously they aren't working together anymore, and it's, considering what happened with the Shoyu, it doesn't look very likely he's going to get out. But we will probably face them working as a pair in the first DLC, because I definitely know a lot of the other characters as well that normally you don't see fighting alongside each other in fights that we have against them. We'll be doing so. We haven't really ever explored this place, so just, we turned up.
You didn't really have an opportunity to explore this place.
Yeah, we briefly got inside, met Arya, and then had to leave, and the place has really just not been... Like, we could have gone back, but we've just never really had a reason to go back. And we wouldn't be able to get up to the back end either.
She really likes that slow-moving ball of death spell she's got. It's like the only thing she's been casting.
Look, I have exactly that same kind of spell, and I sit there holding it while I wave my sword around in wind stance. And you yell, "Look at this grab!" So that's like, that's just how it goes.
I don't feel like she's got a graph to look at, though she probably would have more of a more graphs than Iori.
She's just like, I've used my magical magecraft powers to depict myself as the Stacy, and you as the Soy Jack.
Alright, there we go. Streets are quiet for the immediate moment. I'm sure they won't be the instant you turn your goddamn back.
What could possibly go wrong?
Literally everything.
True enough. We've only like been facing monsters and stuff that seem to have been placed as guards. We haven't actually sort of had to confront the usual
Honestly,
problem.
Yeah, it feels more like ambient chaff. That it's less that they posted guards and more refused to mow the lawn. Force you to do it.
Just in case you thought you were going to be fighting Arya for a second there.
Yeah, no. I was going to make a comment how I had hoped we would be fighting Arya, but the world doesn't love me enough for that.
We just push her over a bit every time she tries to stand back up. We push her over again.
そうなんでしょうけれどね。同行するのは利害の一からであって、あなたに命令される言われはないわ。
She keeps using Anata. Saber is a lot less likely to put up with it. She is being rather overtly rude to both of them.
あれは確かに難敵だ。どう戦ったものか思案していた。
思案することはないわよ。普段の通り、あなたたち二人で戦いなさい。もう幸せもなければ訓練もしていない。そんな三人で戦えて？いいえ、戦えない。付け焼き場はごめん。
Sure enough, she wants to save her energy for when Assassin shows his face. You know, since she considers him her responsibility.
行きなさい。
まあ、どう
Well, yeah, what she's saying actually does make sense, but there's a few deeper levels there. Saber's just happy to get into a fight.
Yeah, so Rogue Lance has got the buffs, and away we go. We've done this dance a few times before, but things won't be the same. I'm just gonna say that now. And yes, Arya will be doing the giggles.
Shut up, Arya! Oh my god. She's gonna keep doing that this entire fight, isn't she?
You're mostly only here if you're nearby her.
Oh man. I hope you get out of this corner pretty quick. That is driving me bonkers.
Let's get our shields up.
I still hear her. It's pissing me off!
Don't worry about it. Sure why we were aiming in that direction, but it's okay. If only we couldn't, you know, if only we could spray Arya from like with it, you know, that would solve a lot of our problems.
I'm not certain he's used the Left 4 Dead tank move in front of us yet.
We've used it when like utilizing him, and I mentioned that that he actually like even uses it in like the New Year's animation thing to like dig up clams.
Ha! I don't remember you mentioning that, but that sounds amazing.
Sashi and Saber were just like, what? Worried off.
Oh man, what a beautiful advancing repost.
燃え盛る炎のごとく。どうした？
Shut up, Arya.
Saber, dampen this man's spirits.
There you go.
Like, you didn't think this was going to be easy, did you?
Yeah.
さっさと眠らせて。あら？
Psych, it's going to be easy.
I knew we hadn't seen hide nor hair of him yet.
セーバー、君、Tsuchimikadoの術を逃れていたか。
So hey, let's talk a little bit about Rogue Saber, because this is the perfect time to sort of talk about it now. The game never explicitly says this, but for my mind it seems kind of obvious based on the fact that he's already admitted that he doesn't utilize the ley lines as dependently as everybody else does, and he can come and go as he pleases. And also, the Tsuchimikado's spell, which affects even regular servants, isn't working on him. There is something in the Fate universe that's been established since Fate Stay Night, and it is called the Counterforce. The Counterforce can be described somewhat as humanity's subconscious mass will for survival. And that usually when somebody within humanity does something so utterly stupid that it's going to blow up everything and kill everything, the Counterforce will typically act sending its agents, specifically tailored to that situation. And they're servants, for the most part, but not really throne servants. They are people who have, upon death, made a deal with the Counterforce in order to do this. And basically that leads them to a life of basically just like putting out fires, which, a lot of them become embittered about. So my general theory is that Rogue Saber is an agent of the Counterforce. And he's been sent to deal with, the Oni.
Oh my god. You're talking about something really interesting, and I'm sitting here cogitating about it, and then I hear Arya giggling in the background, and I'm just pissed off again.
Yeah, this is a fun little fight, though. We got
this is a beautiful fight. Honestly, with how well this is going through, I would be extremely surprised if they didn't do some kind of just like full-on WWE Royal Rumble sort of thing in one of the DLCs. If they don't, that's a giant missed opportunity.
I don't know what the plan is, because I do know that we have like a big like fighting event thing that's gonna happen. I don't know if it's gonna be like a big brawl though. But we've almost got Lancer out of the way. There he goes.
The way that Rogue Assassin and Rogue Lancer were covering each other there it seemed almost entirely accidental, but they still worked. Like, they still worked together.
Yeah, they can be a bit of a problem.
A lot of that I believe is more their design than their AI, but still, like, they're just beautiful. Now she's humming. Are you fucking kidding me?
Your mortal enemy, the small fox girl that hums in the background.
I hate that.
There you go. I think I actually hit her in the process. So she's dead.
Good.
Arya's dead forever. We'll never see Arya ever again. That's a lie. But yeah, his fixation on the ogre is fairly all-consuming, and it's my theory that the Counterforce has sent him on that task.
Ah, my man!
あれは
The boy arrives, the large lad.
The guardian at the gates of the fortress.
未だ操られているか。
あれは手強いぞ、より。アーチャーと君の死が手を組んでなお引かせるだけにとどまった相手だ。さて、どう勝つか。あれがはぐれのバサーか。 長く伸びた髪、都市の闘士。まさか知ってるのかい？
Yeah, I was gonna say, like she probably recognizes exactly who this cat is.
Mm-hmm.
師匠、太夫。
やあ、いおりくん。バーサーカー殿を追ってきたらまあ偶然。
Coincidence.
こちらは関永寺へ向かう中途です。はぐれのバーサーカー、関永寺を守る砦かと。
うん。人間城塞もとい英霊城塞ってことね。さーて、いかに攻めたものかしら。そこのあんた、偉人のあんた。あんた、神明を知ってるんだろ。
Yeah. Dayu's quick on the uptake.
私はあの子を止めなきゃならないんだ。この通り。頭を上げなさい。マスターでしょ、あなた。私はアサシンのマスタードロテアよ。いいわ、教えてあげる。私の予感が正しければ複数陣営による共闘は必須。それほどの相手と思いなさいな。あのはぐれのバーサーカー、神名はサムソン。
Yeah, nailed it.
Mm-hmm. Yep, you were on the money.
Yep.
神
What?
Yeah.
こちらにおける唯一にして無二。
Yeah, it's worth noting that that the concept of God there is one that translates poorly because the translation in Japanese for the Abrahamic God is simply kami, and there's many kami if you ask any believer of Shinto.
それはあの強さも納得だ。
It's like, I predate Buddhism. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
中にはとんでもない英雄もいるってこと。さあ、相手にとって不足なしと言いつつ一応確認しておくわ。お嬢さん、サムソンには弱点。
Yeah, cut his hair.
Yeah, very fortunately, he has an extremely large.
Yeah.
サムソンは神から力を授かるとき、その神に刃を当てないという条件をつけられた。
All heroes have their banes.
Yep.
髪の毛を切ることができる。
Rogue Lancer, in particular, has a fairly famous one himself.
聖書に書かれた通りにね。
And Rogue Archer comes from a setting where another character had several banes that
彼はそうやって死んだ。
that overcame him.
愛する女性に髪の秘密を。
Oh, she is cutting out a very large portion of that story.
Well, I mean,
Okay,
probably for the
all
best.
right, she got back to it.
女に裏切られたか。因果だね。二度も同じ思いはさせたくないところさ。でもね、それでも私はあの子を止めなきゃならない。操られて暴れ回っちまうなんて、そんなの望むような子じゃないんだ。何言ってるかもわかんないけどさ、でもそう思うんだ、思っちまうんだよ。だから力を貸して武蔵ちゃん。任せて太夫。というわけで彼は私たちが引き受けるわ。みんなは援護をお願い。
Stop someone from doing another run-in with a steel chair like that last time.
それは。
小野が師匠がなんて冗談冗談。でもちょっとだけ本気です。
She shifts gears so quickly.
心配ご無用です。それに手が足りない時には遠慮なく声をかけるから。
The mighty judge. That's a good epithet for him.
Mm-hmm. That's basically his job.
いいかい武蔵ちゃん。
And away we go. We're gonna get
Don't
Intel
push yourself
scanners.
too hard. I'll be fine. She says, getting spiked into the ground like a volleyball.
It's just a little bit of smashing into the ground.
As a treat.
Definitely, yeah. I was waiting for this moment sort
Yeah,
of thing.
like very much right. Like usually with big power characters like this, it pays to counterpunch. That's just generally a normal gameplay fiat across many even genres. Because if you don't, you get punished like that.
Yeah, my dodging's a little off today. There we go.
There's the ticket.
It's off again.
God. Just that entire move of getting slammed into the ground.
I'm in the air and I'm like, fuck, I can't do any of my special moves to interrupt this because I'm still in the air and slashing like an idiot. Alright, let's eat rice.
Yep.
Let's eat dirt.
God. It keeps happening.
I always just love the little pose she does before she goes void.
Never let it be said that she's all business. Okay then. You know, I was not really prepared for that phase transition.
It's kind of weird. Whenever they do that, it sends servants flying into the sky, but it just knocks Iori back and ow.
Dude, a German suplex.
Belly to back German suplex. Get much
Fucking,
more amazing than that.
I love the idea that Samson spent a bunch of time while chilling out on the throne of heroes, just going through watching professional wrestling through the centuries.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird conversation of what exactly the Throne of Heroes is to servants, because there's sort of an implication that they sort of exist there in a semi-conscious state, and yet at the same time not. It feels like
Really?
one of those things is just convenient for whatever the writers think. It's kind of weird because some of the characters talk about the time that they spent learning to cook with Benny Enma, one of the one of the various Japanese mythological figures.
Woohoo! What perfect timing!
And I've used Musashi's ability to charge her Noble Phantasm again. I could have probably just eaten food that she had to cheese it like that as well, but do it a little honestly.
Dirty.
Samson, 私
Good and proper send-off out of the old warhorse.
Oh yeah. That scene always gets me.
Yep, that's a really good one.
And now we know his name, and we'll unlock his noble phantasm, which is him basically just remembering that.
Remembering Delilah.
And just exploding. We will get to use him and show that off in New Game Plus. He is no longer selectable as a character.
What a pity.
Although he's probably still usable in the recollections.
それに武蔵ちゃん、あんたもさ、これからは好きにしてくれていいという。
Musashi's been doing whatever she pleases this entire time, whether you want to admit it or not.
もともとこの儀に乗り気じゃなかったのは分かってるだろ。私たちの願いは自分で叶える。儀の勝者にはならなくていい。
She's taking her ball and going home.
なんてそんな虫のいい話はないさ。あとねえ、セーバーじゃなくてバーサーカーの宮本武蔵さん。マスターなんざ放って好きに戦ってみたいんじゃないのかい？そりゃまあ多少はね、ほんのちょっぴりそうかもしれないけど、こう見えて一応はサーバントだもの。マスターの願いのために力を尽くします。私の願いだよ。あんたには好きにしてほしいさ。あとはあんたの願い次第だね、武蔵ちゃん。うまいな、トンチかな。
Face.
そうかもしれないね。まあ、そういうことなら。
They make a good team.
They do.
But we're not done yet.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing. The freaking wall of meat that was Samson is still just a mid-boss.
押し通るぞ。いよいよTsuchimikadoに相対する。
それは気が早いんじゃないかしら。
他にもはぐれがいるのか？
いいえ、でも私がここにいる理由、まさか忘れてしまったのではないでしょうね。来るか、アサシン。
我が体は刺激の意志を動かし、我が牙は鉄鍵をも砕く。人において人にあらず、神において神にあらず。決心、息吹大明神演技。
アサシンの宝具。
私のはずよ。
我としたことが久方ぶりの血の匂いに失恋しかけたぞ。ドロテア、我がお前を食わねばならんのであった。
できるものならね。
ドロテア、
あとは私の役目を。あなたとはここまでね。セイバー君、アサシンの行方が気になるみたいね。
無理もありません。アサシンの解放した宝具は凄まじかった。
同感。しばらくぶりにゾクッと
Yes,
きた
he's
わ。
evoking Ibuki, or rather Mount Ibuki. That's a place where many gods have resided and many heroes have gone to die.
ドロテア殿が奴を引きつけていなければ、
Sure.
今頃上の
Considering it also has a bit of a tie-in with snakes in its legend as well, that might offer a little bit of a hint towards who Assassin is.
Little bit of a hint, yes. I need to process it because Mount Ibuki's legends are like, I haven't read those in like 15 years. I can't even remember if the snake god Orochi was there or not. I need to go refresh my memory on a lot of that stuff.
But now we have a decision to make. We can choose to continue our assault on the Tsuchimikado, or we can head off and help Dorothea slay Assassin. And those formulate two different paths with two major outcomes to how the story progresses. In fact, it will pretty much just outright decide which of the two endings for the regular paths that we get.
Interesting.
さて、いおり君はどうする？
And so for this particular one, we're going to chase the Tsuchimikado. That's going to be our choice. It's not even going to be a spoiler. Next time, we continue our pursuit. We follow up after Rogue Saber, and we go to take down the evil jerk who is currently subverting all of the good things that we had going in this horrible battle royal to the death.
It's rather appropriate that we're starting out going for the head of the snake rather than just the snake.
Yeah, and it's like I said, there's pretty big ramifications all the way through the rest of the playthrough. And yeah, so that'll be next time. I've been the Lost Robokai,
And I have been Kogai.
and we'll see you next time when we head to take on the fellow who's been undermining the entirety of this waxing moon ritual. See you next time.